Hi everybody, my name is Jim Shear.
I'm Mike Adam.
And welcome to Give Me 5. For the next 2 weeks, we are going to have a motion picture bonanza here on Give Me 5, just because we want to be part of Academy Award season.
Yep.
So this week's category is Best Music Crossovers into Film. Mike, give me 5.
So I kind of went in a, maybe an interesting direction with this. I went with like stories of artists that ended up becoming a movie that was successful, that I liked. So at the number 5 spot, I went with Straight Out of Compton, which is fresh in our minds. I thought it was a great movie, and I think it helped that a lot of the you know, original members and people that were present during the time were a part of the production. At the number 4 spot, I don't know if you saw this one, Jimmy, All Is By My Side. That's the one with Andre 3000.
Oh, I didn't see it, yeah.
It was great. I do think it was a little anticlimactic at times because they couldn't use Jimmy's music.
Yeah.
But that wasn't their fault.
That's the trouble with music biopics.
I know. It wasn't their fault, and I still think it was a great movie that you should see. At the number 3 spot, Nowhere Boy. It's with that kid. I think it's the kid from Kick-Ass. He stars in that movie. He's the one who plays Lennon in that movie. And it's kind of how he meets Paul McCartney and is growing up and his turbulent childhood. And it's such a good movie. It's great. It's a great one to see. At the number 2 spot, classic. A lot of people forget about it though. Selena. That really catapulted her to the forefront of superstardom. I mean, she was big, but that movie really was done well, and with Jennifer Lopez, it made her huge. And at the number 1 spot, I don't know if it's, I just have a soft spot in my heart for the 8 Mile. I thought it was done so good, and the time it came out, everybody was, you know, really digging the hip-hop movement and Eminem, and I mean his portrayal, and he hasn't done any movies after that. It was just, it's great.
My list is slightly different from yours.
Okay.
I guess it's a lot different than yours, although my 5 is your number 1. My best music crossover into film is the movie 8 Mile. Came out in 2002, and a lot of people don't understand when that movie came out, it was the thing. You could not get into a movie theater for a whole week. I remember waiting in line to see it, and I thought, this is a moment, like 10 years from now, I'm going to remember waiting in line for 8 Mile. I didn't think it was a great movie, but for 2 or 3 weeks, music had a stranglehold on the movie business.
Yes.
Number 4, Queen Latifah. It's crazy that I think of Queen Latifah more as an actor than I do of her as an MC. Just because she has totally paved like a whole new path, and young kids don't even know that Queen Latifah used to be a rapper.
Right.
At number 3, popular musicians doing scoring work and soundtrack work for films, like Trent Reznor, who won an Oscar, RZA, Daft Punk. You can even take it back to Curtis Mayfield and Isaac Hayes. I just love when popular musicians get into the film world, because they're not part of that inner circle, and it just gives it some grit that the film world doesn't have. At number 2, Ice Cube. And I still think of Ice Cube as a rapper, but there are days when I'm like, damn, he just did his thing in Hollywood. He belongs. And number 1 for me, even though he's not as productive as Ice Cube, but I just think he's an all-around great entertainer, Will Smith.
Oh, of course.
Growing up, I knew about him from DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. He eventually made his way into the TV show, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and when I saw him on that, I'm like, okay. Like, it's only a matter of time before he does movies and becomes a megastar.
An honorable mention, my boy Ice-T from Law & Order Special Victims Unit. Love that.
I thought about that, but it's TV, not film. Although he has done film.
A little bit, Wow, so let us know below what you think. We kind of went in 2 different directions, so feel free to comment below. Hit us up on Twitter, as always. Give Me 5 Show, and we will come back next week with a new episode.